trying to take the commodity, which is the third largest oil reserve in the entire world, out from under all of Canadians that use that commodity to back buying power for the Canadian dollar on a global market. The entire Canadian dollar depends on the oil reserve as the commodity that backs it. The oil reserve is what gives CAD buying power on a global economy. Without the oil reserve backing the Canadian dollar will crash. Then you will be forced into the one world government system that they have already planned for you through the United Nations, Agenda 2030, to transform global governments, to connect you to the internet, so that you can be monitored nonstop with technology in your body for AI governance. Artificial intelligence is what they have signed up to give governance away to these globalists who get to pay to play as stakeholders that govern the entire world that they want connected to the internet. They've already sold you out. They already handed over power of governance to the United Nations. She knows exactly what she's doing. She has no way to protect the oil reserve. They have already signed you up for AI governance. It's a fake government. They already handed over power to the United Nations. People really need to wake up. What they're telling you is not what's going on. They're just trying to convince you to destroy Canada in their favor so that you can be governed by AI through the United Nations, who they've already formed pacts with. We already know Donald Trump is going to take that oil reserve if it separates from Canada. Trump is a major player with the United Nations. He wants to play their new monopoly game by being a stakeholder. He can't be a stakeholder without a massive amount of money, which they don't have. They're in current debt. As of October 7th, look at that. $37.88 trillion in debt. I don't think with that much debt, Trump is going to be able to be a major player, stakeholder, to be able to govern the entire world through AI with the United Nations, Agenda 2030, pact that they have already signed on to and promised that would happen with the United Nations. Canada and the United States have already signed this pact to go along with AI governance. Trump won't be able to make any decisions if he's not a stakeholder. And he needs to be a stakeholder because USA is one of the veto countries for the United Nations. Do not separate the oil reserve from Canada. All you're doing is handing over the resources to globalists so that they can have their AI governance faster. She's lying to you. She wants the commodity out from Canada. She will say whatever she believes will trigger some kind of emotion inside of you so that you react and get behind this movement that all it does is take the commodity that backs the Canadian dollar. It destroys all of Canada instantly because of this lady, if you can call her that. Good people are not trying to steal the backing commodity for the Canadian dollar that forces AI governance upon everybody in Canada, including Alberta. Because the United States and Alberta and Canada have already signed up to be part of Agenda 2030, United Nations AI governance. She doesn't want to separate Alberta because she wants to get away from this. She's not even telling you about this. Did she mention this at all in any of her speeches? No, she didn't. She didn't mention that the government of Canada has signed you up to not be governed by humans anymore, but instead to be governed by AI through the United Nations that gets to be controlled by stakeholders around the world, including Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab, and of course Donald Trump if he gets his hands on the oil reserve. They're lying to you. They're always lying to you. The Alberta government is only operating in Alberta because of treaties. America has no oil reserve. Trump is desperate for the land here. He's been saying it for months, that he wants Alberta to be the 51st state. Alberta separation is a massive theft. They're not going to get to keep the Alberta oil reserve if they separate. There's no way to protect it. They're pitting you against the other side so that you don't understand what they're doing. They're selling out not only Alberta, but the entire fucking country. Because as soon as they steal that oil reserve, the Canadian dollar will crash. And do you see how buddy up they are already with the very person who wants to take over Alberta and absorb it into the United States? He wouldn't even need to invade, because by the looks of it, there's an entire movement that wants to just hand it over to Trump and become the 51st state. I already know why they want you to have digital ID. It's listed on their website. United Nations Sustainable Goals. AI governance. To connect all people to the internet for AI governance. Biometrically, from within human bodies. They want AI to control every part of government. They have formed a pact that hands over total control of all of the citizens around the world to AI, to be governed by stakeholders, govern artificial intelligence, connect everybody to the internet. These people want you to destroy not only Alberta, but the entire country's economic system. Everything leads to AI governance, as stated on their own website. AI governance. A digital hell for everybody, taking all of the resources out from the very people that would not want to go along with it. I highly doubt the indigenous people want everybody to be hooked up with AI and governed by AI on their land. I don't believe that indigenous people have signed up for this. They're supposed to be leading sovereign nations, but they're collaborating together with the United Nations to take down all sovereign nations and hand over governance to AI, to connect all people to the internet. They want to connect you to the internet through your body biometrically. Your leaders have committed to data governance through AI, which we already know can't be trusted.
Global Collaboration Village is a pioneering effort to use the metaverse for the public good, to create global cooperation and to strengthen global cooperation in the metaverse, or using
anchor digital cooperation in human rights and international law. They don't care about human rights. This entire plan is anti-human because it's through AI governance. AI is not human. It's anti-human by nature. This is how they deceive you. They claim that it's for good, but clearly it's not. They contradict themselves. This is what they want to do with your body. You can go over to Google Patents and search wide area networks and body area networks. There's, look at it, 100,000 results just for body area network. So these are devices that are meant for inside the human body, as well as wearable devices. But I don't believe the wearable devices is necessary at all anymore. They're just using that as a soft measure to get people used to it, when in fact the technology is already available for them to have inside the body. Okay, body area networks. Human coupling. This is how they're going to couple all of the humans together onto a massive network, as if you are a node. They want you to be a node on a network, wide area network, through your body area network. Human energy harvesting, more than 100,000 results in the Google Patents. They need energy from somewhere to power all that tech. Check out Google Patents. Singularity humans. Okay, this should concern everybody. They want tech inside your body so they can discern eye movement signals, continuous biometric signals, continuous biometric identification of an individual using eye signals in real time. That means anytime you move your eye, they're going to know about it. They're going to be able to interpret the reasons why you're moving your eye. This is what happens when you give power to psychopaths. They use that power to do things like this. It's for an entirely separate video, but this is what the technology is that they're trying to use to get complete control of your body from inside of it, right down to the very moment you move one of your fucking eyeballs. They want to know about it, and they want to know why, and they want to be able to control every little thing about your life as if you're a fucking product. Here, patent for technology. They want to be able to detect using biometric data if you are the person who is holding and in possession of a mobile device. So they want to be able to use sensors inside of your body to be able to detect if you're holding your own phone or not. Yeah, these people need to be stopped. What they're doing is extremely destructive to the entire human creation. They have no respect for it at all. Their aim is to destroy, take over, and control every aspect of human life, including the creation of the human body itself. I don't consent to any of this.
Technologies. And we are pleased to create this global collaboration village in cooperation with Accenture and with Microsoft. So the idea is to bring all the stakeholders, governments, business, civil society, together on a continued, sustained basis. This is the next phase, the next big phase of development in the virtual world.
Psychopathic. This is anti-human.